Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to an update for my Napoleonic 10mm project. As you can see from my journal here, all the boxes are filled in because the French force painting, at least, is finished. As you can tell, the basing still needs to be done. Still trying to decide if I should just simply flock these, keep it simple, or put a bit more effort into use the basing texture and static grass and tufts and everything. But I'll make that decision when the British force is finished, and then sit down and try and do the whole thing at once. We have a 200-point force for soldiers of Napoleon here, so 2 brigades of 2 line infantry battalions each, 1 artillery piece, 1 brigade commander each, and then a divisional commander. All models are Pendraken. All are really nice, really clean. Pleasure to paint, actually, really simple. There's some line infantry. I went with a black undercoat, and I've just, for these, just painted up cleanly painted base colours. That was the goal. I've not highlighted these at all. That's the reason for that is an approach I want to take with this project, and possibly a lot of the 10mm that I do going forward, is only worry about highlights and extra details once they're on the base. I've painted a lot of models, and especially 10mm before, where I spend an inordinate amount of time doing highlights and washes and everything else, and then I stick them to the base and you can't see 2/3 of every model because of the way they're ranked up. So direction right now is to get things onto bases and then go around and just assess them for actually what can I see, which are the pieces which want to stand out. So maybe the front faces of the front rank, maybe the blue probably on this side, and the other highlight a little bit, maybe the backpacks of the rear too, possibly. Just so I don't over worry about highlights and things before I need to. But saying that, I'm not entirely sure I need to rush for highlights on some of these. I'm quite pleased with how they've come out. So this is the command stand with drummer and standard. Obviously flags will come at a later time. You'll notice all of these, every stand have red plumes. That's simply my ignorance of the period and my desire to keep the painting simple. These are gaming pieces for me to play black powder games, play some Napoleonic games. I'm not worrying too much about recreating specific battalions or regiments or anything right now. So apologies if that offends anyone, but that's my approach for this project. So we have the cannon here with, as I said in the previous video, a single crewman. That's purely because I wanted to keep the bases consistent, wanted to keep these quick and simple to paint. And for the rules, at least, that I'm playing, having the excess crewman is a bit surplus to requirements. But saying that, there are some rules that require casualty removal for artillery pieces, so I may well put a second base behind here with the other crew and maybe some scenic pieces, you know, like cannonballs and gunpowder and so on. But we'll see what rules need it. And here's one of the commanders on horse. Again, very simple details on here just to give it some personality, but otherwise just base coats and making use of the black undercoat for shadows, kind of black lining. But yeah, that's the French force done to that initial target. Next goal will be the British force, which basically replicates this in terms of composition, 1 for 1. That'll be the next couple of weeks, get those done. Then I do have some more French infantry left over, which I could either use to bulk out some of these battalions to give me options, or even a 3rd brigade alongside this command. I also painted the 3rd cannon that came in the pack, so theoretically these two could join onto another brigade, and then I'll just need another divisional commander model to accompany them. But we'll see. As I said, that'll come once I get some games under my belt and get a feel for how I want to develop the army. I said this is for soldiers of Napoleon. Black powder will work with these as well, and I've actually gone through and taken a look at Osprey's Rebels and Patriots rules, and come up with a simple list that would work with these models as well. So if I were to just do this quickly, put together a few units with the command I have here, throw these together quickly. Yes, and get rid of these. So move my camera slightly. This is essentially, I'll stick a leader on there as well, the Rebels and Patriots list. 24 points. If I had 3 line infantry squads of 12 men, and then 2 green line infantry units of 12 as well, and then 1 artillery piece, that's 24 points. Attach this guy to a unit as a leader, just as a token rather than anything else. And that's immediately given me a Rebels and Patriots force to use. And similarly, I can do the same with the British, but perhaps I think essentially doing this and having 4 veteran line units is 24 points as well, I believe. So yeah, that's probably a game I can get onto the table even more quickly and smash out a few battle reports possibly, which would be nice. I'll probably get Blue Book games are some of my favourites, so it'd be nice to actually get that played. Yeah, but that's the update for this project. As I said, British will be next. They're cleaned. I need to get them primed and prepped, ready to paint. Hopefully that'll only take maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get those done, depending on work. But we'll see. So I hope you like what you've seen here. Any questions or anything, let me know. One thing I will just quickly show is the paints I used. So since I did note them in my journal, these are all Army Painter colours, and I don't think I had any techniques which anyone would have struggled to follow. As I said, they're just base coated and then block painted, but essentially. So yeah, that's update number 2, I think, for this project. Hope you're all doing very well, and I will share another update very soon. Cheers.